Literally filmed this intro so many times that I don't know why. Sorry for my appearance. It's just, this is what we're working with today. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Hannah, and if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today, Allie and I are recording an episode for our podcast. If you haven't heard, we have a podcast called Who Is She? Life in Your 20s, and we talk about being in our 20s and trying to figure out the different phases that life throws at us when we are in our 20s. So if you guys wouldn't mind, please go check that out. The link is in the description for the Instagram page where you can follow us. We also have links in the bio that you can click on to listen to the podcast. But we have now 2 official episodes out and 1 trailer out for you guys to go ahead and listen to. And today we are filming for our next episode. This episode is going to be really exciting. It's about balancing social life and schoolwork. I figured it would be fun today if I took you guys along with me and gave a little behind the scenes day in my life for filming our podcast. And we don't do much, but it's just really fun, and you're going to get to see how we record it and what our little setup looks like and things like that. I'll head to Allie's in about an hour and a half, maybe 2, and go ahead and record our podcast. So I will take you guys along with me on this day and show you guys how we do it and the ins and outs of recording our podcast. Hey. I'm with Allie right now, and we just got set up for our podcast. So what we do is we just kind of pull up our shared Google Doc that we put all of like what we want to talk about and our talking points and things like that on our computers. And then this is kind of our setup right now. We don't have like a little studio we go to. Allie turned off her AC so we don't hear it in the background. And she actually we just got this like thing that apparently blocks like background noise. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a noise suppression.
So it helps us not hear like as much of the background stuff going on, even though there's not much. And then we got this little microphone, and we both just share it, which it's been working out perfectly fine right now for us. Eventually we'll probably get 2, but I mean, we haven't had an issue with just sharing this one. And so, yeah, we kind of just sit on the floor and look at what we're going to talk about, and we just kind of talk to each other. We have our headphones that we use. I literally just have these ratchet headphones that my dog chewed up, and I had to tape it. It's fine.
It works.
Yeah, but it works. So this is kind of our little setup we have going on right now. And, yeah,
we'll be in a studio, you know?
Yeah, in our own studio.
Episode, like 2 actual.
But it works fine. Like
it's very doable. Like if anyone can start a podcast.
Exactly. That's like part of the point of this video is like if you want to start a podcast, do it. Like look what we have.
Yeah.
And it works perfectly. And this microphone was like
$60.
And me and Allie, we split it. So it works like great. And like we just bought this little adapter thing to use both of our headphones in. So we like are both able to plug our headphones in, and then it connects to the microphone. The reason we put like the headphones in the microphone is because it makes it easier to hear yourself talking from the microphone, and like you can hear the feedback.
Right.
And it's just easier in general to talk with the headphones on. Because at first when we used the headphones, I was like, is this working?
Yeah.
And then like when you put them on, there's a whole difference. We were like, whoa.
Very different.
Yeah.
It's more enhanced.
Yeah. So yeah, we are gonna go ahead and record our next episode all about balancing social life and schoolwork.
Woo!
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Allie.
And we are so excited you guys are back and listening. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you listened to episodes prior to this. This season is all about college.
Yep.
So today's episode will specifically be about how we balance a social life and a workload in college. just finished recording and you guys saw a little bit of that, but now after we're done recording, usually
stitches.
Yeah, I leave. Allie's making potatoes right now. But after we're done recording, Allie will edit the podcast and we will upload it and set it to premiere on Monday. So make sure to listen to that if you haven't and follow along. Hey guys, so sorry for this lighting or this setup. It's a little weird, but it's getting dark outside and I couldn't really find a good setup in my house to film. But I found one and I just wanted to go ahead and kind of talk to you guys a little bit about my podcast and kind of what we do. I wanted to tell you guys a little more about it. If you guys want to see a video all about starting it and how we did it and a more in-depth video about starting a podcast, I'll be more than happy to do that. But this one right now is just kind of giving a few kind of things about what we do when we record. The first thing we kind of do before starting is we come up with an idea, and the way we come up with an idea is we really kind of just think about things that would really help us if we heard and things that we really would think would help other people. So we come up with kind of a topic of what we want to talk about, and we kind of plan out a few episodes in advance. So we'll plan out the next few episodes that we're going to record so we know what we're going to talk about. And what we do is we share a Google Doc with each other. So we'll share a doc and we'll put all of our ideas on there, kind of bullet points about what the episode is going to have and what we're going to talk about so we don't forget. We don't really write like a script or anything. We kind of just write down like bullets about what we want to talk about, and then we share that doc and we have kind of a few more episodes planned out so we know what's coming and things like that. So Allie and I communicate like every day about what we want to do, and if we come up with different ideas or different topics or things like that, we kind of just talk with each other about it and see how we feel. And then we kind of talk with each other and figure out a schedule of when we should record, and I just go to Allie's because Allie's house is much quieter than my house. We don't really, like I said, have a huge setup. You guys saw earlier, we basically just sat down on her living room coffee table and we'll just record. So we bought one microphone to start off with because we didn't know kind of the extent to everything yet. So we bought one microphone to start off with, and I'll link the microphone down below. It is the cheapest one we really found, and it's a really good one too. I think it was only like $60, and we split it since we're both using it, so that was really nice. And then we figured we'd buy another one whenever it came time. So we both used that one microphone, which is super easy, super great. I thought it would be kind of difficult switching back and forth, but it really wasn't. We were able to just both talk when we need to. And then she just recently bought a noise, like it's like a noise reducer screen thing that goes around the microphone that kind of helps with the background noise a little bit, so you don't really hear as much background noise. So that was really nice that we have that. And then we also have an adapter that has, the end of the adapter has two headphone jacks where we can both put our headphones into it. That plugs into the microphone so that we can hear each other, but both in that one microphone. So it's super simple, super easy. All of the stuff we bought was super cheap, and it was really doable. Like, we were really able to find good equipment, and obviously we're brand new, so we're starting with, you know, smaller in what we have, but as hopefully we grow and we're able to obtain more listeners and things like that, then we will obviously grow within our equipment as well. But the equipment we have now works great and we love it. So we just set it up in Allie's coffee table in her living room, turn off, you know, all noise and everything like that so you don't hear anything else but Allie and I. We plug it into her computer, and then on our computers we have like this thing where it's on like QuickTime Player where you can just click record and it'll start recording you. So we record our whole episode in her computer, and then she exports it to iMovie, and Allie is the one that edits it. We want the editing to be consistent, so if Allie edits it, unless she needs me to edit it, if she's like really busy with work or has a really busy week or something, I'll edit it. But for the most part, Allie edits it. And the editing for a podcast isn't as difficult as editing for like a YouTube video, just because you want it to be more conversational, so you don't want it to sound as choppy when you're editing. So you kind of just like let the little ums and things like that stay in the video, unlike you might not for a YouTube video. Allie goes ahead and edits that, and then I listen to it. We upload it on this site called Anchor, which all of our information we learned basically was from Natalie Barbu's video all about starting a podcast. And so we upload it on this website called Anchor. which then distributes it to all of the platforms that play with podcasts. And so she puts it up onto Anchor and she premieres it for the Monday that it's coming out, whatever Monday it might be. And then I'll listen to it, and I'll listen to it all the way through and make sure everything sounds good and everything sounds right, the editing and stuff. And then it'll be posted on Monday. So that's kind of how we do that. There's a few other apps and stuff that I use whenever I post on the Instagram to promote it and things like that, which again, if you want to see a video about how we started a podcast, I'll be more than happy to go into depth about all of that stuff. But this is just kind of the background of us recording and what we do and how we record. So yeah, we basically just kind of share a doc with each other. We write down our ideas. We come up with topics and things that we think we want to talk about. I get a lot of inspo too from other podcasts. I'll go through their Instagrams and things like that, see how they promote and stuff, and kind of go from there. So that's kind of basically behind the scenes of our podcast. It's not much. I go to Allie's and we record for however long. I like to make our podcast about an hour in length. Luckily, it's easy for us. We just talk to each other and we can get it done. It's not much to it. It's much easier than you think if you just do your research on equipment and things like that, and it'll just help you figure out how to start a podcast. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini vlog, or whatever you want to call it, about kind of showing you guys the behind the scenes of us recording a podcast. But make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. Our next episode comes out on Monday. We have a new episode every single Monday, so you guys make sure to check those out. Follow our Instagram, join our Facebook page, and please just help us grow. We'd really appreciate it because we really have a lot to share and we want to get it out there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys all in my next video.